many who would welcome his return, though none so much as he himself.
I wasn't paying attention to that one. Where are you going? Oh, right, I forgot. I don't have my... Dang it. That's alright. I am a fast boy. I am a fast boy.
Glory to the night wings, first of all.
I forgot how to switch between characters. Oh ho, what's this? It seems the woods themselves are closing in on our little soiree. Oh, do be careful now. These grasping roots and vines, they may not hold you in such high esteem as I. Okay, but he clearly did that. You can see it on his face. How do I switch you? Let's give Faye a little time to limelight. Man, you are not good at defense, my bro. I forget how they all work. That's satisfying. I forgot about the knockback. That's handy.
In the name of Solium.
Man, Jodariel's a beast. The fallen soldier. Oh dear, the woods are closing in, uncomfortably close at that. Whatever shall we do? Perhaps if you stand aside a while, we could put an end to that much the sooner. It's not even that much. It's barely an inconvenience. Oh, I thought I jumped just in time. That's alright, that's alright. I'm a fast boy. Oh, dang it.
Gilman vanished.
That's fine. Faye can hold down the fort very easily, it would seem. Alright, there we go. There we go. Aha! Oh, you jump fast! Which is good, that wasn't a complaint. Say, have any of you noticed how it's feeling rather crowded out here, Almost as if the 100 Minds himself resents you being here. Yes, I rather think that's it. Third of the 8 scribes in the Book of Rites, loose, Glurian, 100 Minds. Known as the wise, the philosopher is said to have fathomed every thought, and his wisdom flows through the river of his name. So cease with all your scurrying about with that damned orb, and let me handle this. I kind of love this guy as just the worst. Narrator loves it. Oh, dang. Oh, but you just knocked it out of my hands. I'm not dead yet. Oh, I'm dead now. Oh, right. I forgot that's how it works. Gotta, like, do a little weird loop-de-loop around him. I'm doing it. Don't tell me what to do. I'm already doing it. Yeah, too easy.
Their flame has died a little.
Don't have to rub in that it's only little. Alright, you Nightwings, I've had it up to here with you. Or perhaps I've simply had it up to here with all these encroaching plants, these miserable things. Either way, I don't appreciate how you're ignoring me. I should have Jodariel make the goal more often so there's less rounds of him doing this. Should I pass and then... Oh, I can't control Jodariel. Maybe I can if I have the ball. Dang it.
Simply abhorrent.
Alright, easy. He's passing it in. He's not even going in for the slam dunk, which is literally the only way I play the game. That's fine. Wait, how come there's 3 of you? That's not fair. Oh, dang it! So I realized I didn't give this guy a talisman, so we should do that. I forgot to keep checking the other team. Dang it.
A favorable start.
So I'm sure it's just a consequence of my crappy computer, but I will say the fact that the game crashes so much is by far the low light here.
Be reserved instead of Pyre's flames grow.
That's alright, we should be able to make quick work of this. That's alright. That's not alright. That's bad.
All of the Nightwings banished. A devious maneuver.
It's alright. Take that. Just gonna select all... Ah!
Your flames grow weak.
They're not that weak. Chill out. Ah, come on.
Now then.
I don't like this. You guys are on defense too much. I don't like it. Stop it, please.
The orb slips from your clutches.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
The orb
I should have jumped. I could have jumped in the way, I think. That's alright, that's alright.
is too close to call who shall prevail as yet.
I'm bigger than you.
Why, that was all of them.
Sure was. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, too bad.
Such wherewithal.
Alright, let's finish this.
Didn't see it coming.
Sprint, sprint, jump, sprint, jump, sprint. No! That's alright. Gilman's got this. Gil can feel it.
Somebody get the orb.
I am too fast. I am too fast. I'm too fast for the computer. Kind of lagged there. That's alright. What are you gonna do? What? What's your... You gotta land eventually.
There rose to the occasion.
Alright, let's see if we can get Faye the finisher here. Do-da-la-la-la.
And it is done.
Too easy.
The Nightwings prevail.
Yeah!
Was the will of the 8 scribes which kept their flame alive. The right is ended.
Good. That imbecile of a sap. So much talk in hot air. I knew we could prevail, though Mr. Tinderstouff there, I think he's really upset now. Well, my. Oh, worry not, oh Nightwings. I'm not angry with you, honestly. But I am very, 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 very disappointed. I thought perhaps that we had something going here between us. You scratch my back, I scratch yours and all. Instead, however, you decided to spit in my face. Fine. We'll have to see where all your rudeness gets you. Now, ta-ta.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained.
Yeah, level up. Wait, maybe not level up. Okay, no. I just skipped past Hedwyn because obviously it did. Because he didn't play.
The moon-touched girl has
You get a level up. The 8 scribes, they so inspire me, and now I feel that I've grown somehow closer to them, maybe? My problem when I'm voicing Faye is that I always start really high up, and because she always ends with a question, I have to make it even higher at the end, so it throws me off. Brief charge-up time is greatly reduced. While sprinting, Faye slows nearby adversaries. The rope collar was ever elusive, and attempts to subdue him physically all failed. Trader's flight jumps and power jumps farther than usual. To power jump, release space when you see a flash. Does that mean I charge it up or I flash randomly? By the time Kaelmer Rope Collar betrayed his liege, he had multiple escape plans and contingencies in place. I like this one. This one's cool. I don't know what nearby means. I don't know how nearby I need to be, but I still like that one. I'm going to go with that one. Yeah, you get some too.
Desperate for honor, this Gilman may yet learn.
Huzzah! Great wisdom clouds over this knight's entire consciousness. Alright, what do you got for me? Depths of the sea, sojourner, carefree and unpredictable nature. The Underking traveled all across the seas and survived many perilous adventures. Maneuvers inspired by traditional undersea warfare. There's no limbless undersea-faring warrior who has surpassed Underking Ores, though his kind keeps trying. Avenging aid. After Sir Gilman banishes an adversary, one of his banished allies shall instantly return. The Underking promised over time to seek justice for more than 3,000 of his fallen brethren. If Sir Gilman and all of his allies are banished, he shall instantly return. Interact. The one vow the sea sojourner was unable to keep was his vow to one day return to the sea dominion. I do like that. See, like this one, I don't know. It's kind of a specific scenario that I don't know if I'll even remember to do. Like, oh, one of my guys is down. I gotta kill someone as Sir Gilman. But this one is just like, anytime we're all banished, Gilman's gonna come back. So I think I prefer that. If you haven't noticed, I'm a dummy, so I appreciate. Can I please interact, please? Thank you. I appreciate when there's an ability that just happens that doesn't require any input from me. I prefer those to the ones that are like, use this special skill at the opportune moment, because I'm never going to be able to remember them. That was well done, my girl. I'm beginning to see why your companions vouched for you. Don't let it go to your head, of course. Yep. Will do. Please click. Thank you. I need to remember to pass the orb. I keep forgetting I can do that. I don't forget that I can do it. I just forget that it's sometimes the best thing to do. Because that thing about you regain your aura instantly, like, I could get some kills in if I'm playing as Jodariel and I pass the ball away right as someone's coming up to me. After besting the chest and you saw performance, you return to your wagon to consider your next move. An adequate performance back there. Adequate? Yes, adequate for the next part of our plan. Go, have your reader there consult the stars, see where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be high up. Did this knight hear you say high up? And it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friend, let's have a look outside then. Yeah, I'm sure Volfred Sandalwood is going to be wrong. That plan Volfred mentioned, I just want you to know, I don't know what he means. We're here because we're going to be free again. We won't be living out our days as exiles. That's the only plan as far as I'm concerned. But I did notice that his plan had a capital P, so it's probably important. There's always a catch, right? We'll see what Volfred has to say. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. No matter what, we're getting close, thanks to you. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? No cool stars for me? Or do I have to branch out a little bit? I feel like I looked at most of these already. Like I even scroll, although I can't scroll up further than I think the rights let me. So what does this one say? We'll just see. Aqueth, the Olden Star, the Songfisher, those born under it are well cultured and influential. So, like the boy Manly over there, am I right? Solium, the Golden Star. The Golden Star shines bright over the highest mountain and all the downside. So now you see it for yourself. You are summoned to the north, where looms Mount Elodiel, and at the very top the Fall of Solium. Sacred mountain on whose summit the sprites were first conceived. Whether its summit is the downside's closest point to the Commonwealth or the farthest, none can say. Wait, what? Whether its summit is the downside's closest point to the Commonwealth or the farthest, none can say. So we don't even know where the Commonwealth is? For a second I interpreted that to mean, like, the Commonwealth is literally like above us. But if that's the case, then there would be no mistaking that it's the closest to the Commonwealth and the furthest. I'm not sure how to parse that. That's an interesting line. Fall of Solium, the temple at the highest point in the downside exists to honor the 8 scribes. You confirm the stars indicated this exactly. Wolfred, sir, how did you know? Wolfred smiles back at him, but you sense his thoughts as though he is directing them at you.
I too can read.
I too can read, my girl. Well, that answers my question from earlier about why he doesn't need us. Forbidden though the words may be. He turns back to Hedwyn. Your reader's skills, while rare, are not unique, but as I said, I'll let her do the job. I see that you have something special going here, which benefits the plan. What plan? I thought this was about our freedom. Oh, fear not, my boy, it is indeed. Plenty of time to tell you about it on the way. For now, however, you look like you can use some rest, and for that matter, so can I, if you'll excuse me. You sense your companions are exhausted from their recent travels. Given the road ahead, you agree it would be best to take the night to recover as much as possible. Nothing? No one to talk to? Oh. Don't think there's much to do. Who was it that got really angry? I forget who it was. Yeah, I don't think I have much to do. We didn't get any new talismans or anything. At dawn, Wolfred is already up. He reveals to you a pathway through the woods into the cold lands to the north, beyond which lies your next destination. To the Sclerian shore! You have not yet been to this region of the downside. Wolfred revealed this to be the one path through the woods into the north. I don't really want... Okay, let me be clear. Wolfred is a really cool character design, and I'm really interested to see where his character goes. But in terms of me as a character in this world, as the reader, I really don't want him to stay with us that long. He gives me the bad vibes. You get clear of the woods at last and arrive in lands grown cold in the shadow of Mount Elodiel. You will have to make it. You will have to make it all the way to the top. Oh, to get to the right is what it means. Okay. In a moment of respite, Wolfred calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to the rites and the plan to which he alluded. You banded together with a common faith that freedom from the downside is not impossible. Am I correct? But let me ask you something. What does freedom even mean to you? He looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject, but only know the truth of how you feel. Oh, there are a lot of options. Doing what you want. Freedom means being able to make decisions on your own terms. Achieving inner peace. Freedom means having a clear conscience and a carefree heart. F that. Achieving inner peace is important. That's not the same thing as freedom. Having no master. Freedom means answering no one's will other than your own. Going where you please. Freedom means being able to go where the heart yearns without restriction or without fear. To feel true love. Freedom means not having one's strongest feelings and emotions repressed or rebuffed. Once again, I feel like that's a dumb thing to say that's what freedom means to me. It's important to feel true love. It's important for your feelings to be able to be felt, but it's different from freedom. Living without fear. Freedom means living life without concern or for others' judgment or approval. Nothing at all. Freedom is just another empty goal to chase to give one's life a false sense of meaning. Or freedom means not being forced into responding such questions. Okay, I don't want to be silent too often because I feel like even games that do say it's a valid option, like Telltale Games, that usually is not a good option. That being said, the little extra line there is the best reasoning to remain silent I've ever seen. That's great. I think I am narrowing it down to doing what you want, having no master, going where you please. I'm drawn towards having no master. Okay, here's an interesting thing. I'm drawn towards it being having no master. However, up until 10 minutes ago, that wouldn't really have applied to the fact that we're trying to get out of the downside because we don't have an actual master. But now that Sandalwood is here, it's like spitting in his face if I answer having no master, and I kind of like that. But that's also not, in terms of the specific freedom we're looking for, in terms of presumably getting out of the downside, it doesn't really mean having no master, because if you go back to the Commonwealth, you have to follow all the laws. It's not like it's but that is different from having like an actual like master. But like, I don't know, imprisonment in the downside specifically doesn't necessitate having a master. Like, you could have freedom in the downside if this is what you mean by freedom. Whereas going where you please or doing what you want, I feel like, are linked to what we're fighting for. But I kind of love this answer specifically because Sandalwood is the one asking, so I'm going to do it. You tell Wilfred that freedom means not having to answer to anyone and going through life beholden only to one's will. He considers your remarks for a short while. Perhaps you led a troubled childhood, my girl, for all of us at one time or another have to answer to someone with more wisdom in the world than we. Though you make reference to the kind of authority which governs the Commonwealth we know, which sent us down the river into exile. Would you be free if you were ruled beneath those bylaws once again? Yeah, you make a good point, but I was trying to make a different point. And I also feel like he would have had some pithy response to whatever option I picked, so... Oh well. He does make a good point, because of course I think it's a good point, because I made the point before he did. But anyways, he turns his attention to the whole group. Now let me tell you all what freedom means to me. Freedom means to live life without fear. Okay, F off! There can't be a right answer! I mean, they can, but it makes me upset. To be able to indulge one's curiosities and passions, at least the ones that cause no harm to others, without the constant threat of judgment and reprisal. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know or whom you love or what you chose to think or not think. He looks out toward the distant mountains. Within the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more. And you would be exalted there, given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here. But you would not be truly free, I think. At the least, you would become complicit to an ancient system that would deign to cast down others such as you. It is a system whose well-intentioned founding principles have long been lost, and the 8 scribes, if they are out there still, have made quite clear they shall not intervene firsthand. That is where you come in. He turns to you and everyone again, looking to each of you. Long have I wished to gather such a group, that together you might see that seeking freedom only for yourselves is too modest of a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan, then, is this. We free each other from the downside through the rites, then we meet up on the other side. We organize. Each new moon at dusk, we join together at the Spiral Sanctum. We need as many of us there as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest. The burned-down remains of the old capital of the Commonwealth. The remains stand as a warning to those who would seek to spread forbidden knowledge. You're plotting a revolt. Just so. I am asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, is not one of them. The reader and myself, you know by now that we can see through it. But you need not be a part of this, nor it is in my interest to coerce you. You may go your own way if you wish, live out your remaining days here like so many others. So if anyone among you prefers that, if you cannot see yourself continuing to strive together in the Commonwealth as you are doing here, then speak now. Wilfred pauses for a time, examining each member of the group. No one stirs. Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, some others not, but all of you are bound together through the rites and are integral to our plan. Remember that. You seek true freedom, you will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth, but together you can bring it about both for yourselves and others. That is my promise. Then he lets out a long breath. That's it. I ask you all to think on this, and let's reconvene along our journey to the summit. Wilfred turns toward the mountains, leaving you to consider what he said and plot the wagon's northward path. Alright, that's a plan I can kind of get behind. Wondering if there's kind of an Attack on Titan aspect to it of, here's the plan, but also there's an extra additional plan that I'm not going to tell you about. But, yeah, from what I've been reading from the book and whatnot, Commonwealth kind of sucks. So, we'll see where that goes. Odd thing I should have read. But anyways, I imagine this is the path forward that Wilfred has informed you will lead you to the summit. Hello? Just heard a loud knocking noise. I think it was just my neighbor moving around. Might be a little bit quieter in case that was intentional. Anyways, beyond lies Mount Elodiel. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our spirits and our strength to make the ascent. Discuss the plan. But for now, the Beyonder Crystal, there's a lot to do. Let's talk to you first. There you are, my girl. There was something which I wanted to discuss with you in private. Wilfred stares at you rather intently as if reaching out to you, and then... You do not know what it means to be a reader? Those such as we are not limited to reading pages from a book. Though your ability in this sense is nascent still, mere flashes, uncontrollable. I see as well now that they haven't told you yet, your friends, and that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. I had wondered why you would insist on pressing onward with this group in light of this. The answer then was plain. You simply did not know or fully realize. They did not deceive you, by the way. There is no reason they would know themselves, other than Tariq, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Rather, I had expected when at first we met that you already knew the truth of this from having read the passage in the Book of Rites, which states it plain. Well, the Book of Rites is, like... It's taken me a while to break through those seals in the later chapters. I don't know what the deal is, man. Only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment, and become eligible to regain their freedom. Perhaps you have not gotten to that part just yet. Wilfred breaks free from you, then looks at you again. Then he speaks to his normal. It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as reader. I wish only to ensure you understand what you are getting into here. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises you might have been shared, I do not think the rites can help you to return, if that is what you had in mind. So once again, I invite you to depart, and I will see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome. But this journey we are on, it has no guarantees. Not for you, nor any one of us. Do you understand? Say you understand. There's more at stake here than your freedom alone, and besides, perhaps there is a way. Say you do not care. You have learned in life to keep your expectations low and tempered. Say nothing. If Wilfred really wishes to know your thoughts on the subject, he knows where to find them. I don't like that option is almost inviting him to do the weird mind meld thing. I'll be hopeful. I'll talk about how there's more at stake than me. You understand the words of the warning, yet just the same you choose to carry on. There's more that you wish to achieve on this journey than freedom for yourself. I admire that, my girl. Then, very well. Know that we have much at stake here in this, anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back in that commonwealth which cast us down here to begin with. It sounds like you intend to stick around. Then we'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the sacred mountain in the coming days. Until then. He strides out of the wagon then, leaving you with your thoughts. Lots of talking. My lovely reader comes to me again. To what do I owe the pleasure? What's the first trial? I am always prepared to cut your idiots and their egos down to size. Who shall it be? Let's summon the boy. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Hedwyn. Oh, you must mean the nomad boy. So innocent, that one. I should have a lot of work to do with him. Then let us bring him forth. Soon Hedwyn appears in heat of the summons. Hey, my friend, what's going on? I can't stand nobody but you. Oh, here we go. The apparition Sandra appears and fastens her mask. Listen well, boy, you answer to me here. Understood? You are a fool, do not talk back to me. Your reliance on your friends is such a burden upon them. Let us see what you can do without their aid, save for that of your lovely reader there. In today's episode, we learned Hedwyn is a bottom. Anyways... Aha! Oh, I thought I got it. Couldn't get to it in time. Well, luckily she's slow. Oh, he's not slow. Oh no! Okay, what I'm learning is I have to kill people. You're too slow, right? Surely you're too slow. Yes! Just 2 more kill those. Just 2 more. Let's kill some people, huh? Okay. Stop it. Stop it. Please stop. I don't like it. I wish you wouldn't. Please stop. Okay, okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Shoot it. Why can't you? Is it E? Did I hit the wrong thing? I was trying to pass it. Yeah, I think it's E. I made a mistake. Not even close. Oh, but I could... Oh, that is a new strategy. Just toss it immediately into the enemy and then kill them with the aura you get back. That is a move. We're going to try it again, actually. Oh, she tried to pass it. Clever, clever. God, you're so slow, Hedwyn. You're so slow and you're not even a big boy like Jodariel. Well, at least this is going better than last time. You can't do that forever. Oh, I guess you can if you do that. Dang it. Dang it. Don't. This might be my first loss. I assume for the trial it's a little less important that I nail it, but... Yeah. You fool! Okay, so basically I have to win this, right? I have to get this one. Off to a rough start, let me tell ya. Okay, no, we got one more. I sure wish it wasn't Rukey. Okay. It's alright, she's not fast. Nice try. Don't, not now. Please let me just finish this, please. Please. Dad, burn it. I had it. And now the game's gonna crash, huh? Hey, it doesn't count as an L if the game crashes before you lose, right? If I can make the game crash before the credits roll, it doesn't count. Haha! Was not a loss. Competitive game crashing, that's a new one.